Hello, is there anybody out there? Are we online? Not sure if we are or not, to be honest. Let's have a little look. Yes, we appear to be online. Okay, so this is a Raspberry Pi 4 with an image that I made last week. It's causing me a great deal of grief because I wanted to try and keep it as a 3.1 image rather than a 3.9. In retrospect, I should have probably gone straight for 3.9 and make life a lot easier for myself, but I didn't. I went for 3.1. So what that means is that we have a work directory with random stuff. That's my USB stick that's plugged in. We have the full set of WHD load AGA games and a full set of ECS games, OCS, ECS, and a CD32 library as well. So we should have, I think it's 2,507 games, which is quite a big batch. So that should keep anybody going. My idea was I wanted to make a fairly light workbench experience, which would run WHD load, but make it fairly pretty to look at with Picasso 96. Be a fast boot off the Raspberry Pi, and lo and behold, that's what it is. So let's give it a go. Let's play some games. Now I haven't played any games, so I hope it all works. I suspect it will. What can we play? Let's do a random search. See if there's any that I remember. No, I don't want to play the NAF games that I remember. Let's try and play something a little bit better. Let's go for a nice alien breed to start. Print screen to quit. Oh, legal instruction. That's a good start. Let's go alien breed 2 then. I'm not messing with any settings on WHD load at the moment. Press fire button to skip presentation. Well, no, let's see the presentation. Assassins Special Edition. Don't remember that. Body blows. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, not my idea of a game I'd like to play, but I've never been into beat 'em ups, to be honest. It's been 9 long years since the first outbreak. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's get on. The horror continues. Let's start that sucker. I remember my pal Craig had this on his 1200, and it did look good, I must admit. Anyway. Level 1 landing pad. As the shadow lifts from the dropship, whatever. Oh yeah, I remember this. A little bit of graphical issue there. Ooh. God, this is a pain in the butt. Now I've got this game running flat out with just in time enabled. It would increase compatibility if I turn that off. I don't need it for WHD load, but it's on. Yes, all right. I would if I could get out the bloody door. Oh, map, okay. I'm pressing the red button on the joypad, wondering what it does. How'd you get out of this bloody place? Oh. Landing zone 1. I'm fed up with that already. What was it? Print screen? Okay. Alien Breed 3D. Tower Assault. Tower Assault I preferred. Alien 3. I should really put the artwork on, shouldn't I? Alien Syndrome Special Edition. World of Lemmings. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. Another World. What a fantastic game. Useless at it, but a fantastic game nonetheless. Again, don't remember that. Assassin. Is that the one it was just showing us, I wonder? Back to the Future 2. Backlash. That came with my first Amiga 500. Hated every second of it. Oh. Balance of Power. I love Balance of Power. Bard's Tale. Let's do the Bart Simpson intro. I used to show this off to people on my A500 to show what the Amiga could do. There was always a bit of a delay. I mean, it even looks good now, doesn't it? It does look like the cartoon. See, too many delays. You could have trimmed that now. I know how I feel, Bart. Isolation. I feel your pain, brother.
Wow, man. Whoa.
Oh, the aliens are coming.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, oh.
Aha.
A little bit too slow. Impressive though. Superbly impressive. Supremely impressive even, if I could remember how to speak.
I'm Bart Simpson. Who the hell are you?
Excellent. What a fantastic intro. Find the purple objects, spray paint or get rid of them anywhere you can. Oh, still got it. Oh, come
My
on.
shorts.
Never mind your shorts. God, this is very tense. Yep. There's a can of paint there. Oh. Oh God, I'm a professional. Right, let's ignore that because I don't remember how to play it. So, what else have we got? A CD32 game, Benefactor. I always thought that looked pretty awesome. Beneath the Steel Sky, one of the best adventure games ever made. Although I don't think it's a talkie. It won't be a talkie. Better Dead Than Alien. Another A500 game that I had back in the day. Electra. Better Dead Than Alien. A dawdle. Right, let's start the slaughter.
Ouch.
How the hell did you get out of this?
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah. I paid no attention. Beverly Hills Cop. I don't remember that at all. I suspect it's dreadful. Black Viper. Motorcycle game. Did look good. Bloodnet AGA. Let's try an AGA game. Print screen to quit. Oh. Okay. On a cold evening Manhattan. Ransom stock. Well, no. Hello, Jom Jom. How are you doing, sir? Hello, Danielson. How you doing? Uh-oh. Hi, John Jum. Yep, this is AGA. You wake dazed and racked with pain. Oh. Well, I don't think I've ever played this. John Jum, yeah, it works really well. I'll be putting this image for download if anyone's interested. Excellent. Groovy. Okay, Bloodwitch AJ. Yeah, I will have this download, this image for download on my website later today. Okay, let's just whiz through some games on here. What have we got? All the amazing stuff that was out for the Amiga. There was a lot of tripe. Cannon Fodder Plus. Cannon Fodder CD32. Well, let's have a little look, shall we? Jom. I was thinking the same thing myself, and I actually have my old 1200 still. Yep. Go on, little guys. The sensible initiation. Can you accelerate emulators this? It is emulating a 68040. Well, actually, it's emulating a 68040 at the moment at breakneck speed. I'll show you why in a little bit. Oh. It's not needed at all for WHD load stuff. Bum, 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 bum. El Mariachi, hello there, hello sir, how are you? I hope you're well today. Okay. Cannon Fodder. So my idea was to have an image that was loaded with WHD load stuff, especially for when I go to shows and things, so I can have this sitting and it can amuse people. So I don't have to keep taking real Amigas or perhaps I'd use the real Amigas for other stuff. So let's have a little look what else we've got. Classic board games. That's the problem with AGA. The visual difference between the two is too small. Well, AGA was a damn sight better. It's not only the looks, it's the speed as well. AGA was, I think it was 4 times the speed of ECS, so you could get much more on screen, as well as having 256 colours, which was desperately needed. It's a shame that AGA took so long to appear. But what the gaming industry did, like they always do, is they'd make, for example, Generation for ECS for the original Amiga 500, and then they'd port it to CD32 and then port it to the AGA, whilst the game itself was exactly the same, but the menus would have extra colours or extra music or something. But stuff that was made for AGA. Let's have a look. What's an AGA only title, if my memory serves? What do we got? There's a lot of stuff that was copied over. Morph, Penthouse Hot Numbers, Robinson's Requiem, for example. That's an AGA game. Yeah, AGA did look good, Jom compared to ECS. Very much so. And you get stuff like this that came along. I mean, all the latest stuff is AGA, and you have to have AGA. There's no doubt about it. What's that, Daniel? AGA version of XCOM. Okay. We shall have a look at XCOM back in a moment. Like I say, this is emulating a 68040 at some ridiculous speed. I don't know, 166 megahertz or something. So it's running like stink. But that's with just-in-time enabled. If I disable just-in-time, it becomes more compatible, but runs quite a bit slower. Right, the interesting problem here is, can I remember how to start it? Let's say go. There's a wall. Now, I did play this a long time ago on a 68030, I think. Well, this certainly isn't as good as what I thought it was. Northeast. Anyway. So, let's have a look at XCOM as being suggested. If XCOM is on here. Oh, come on. What's XCOM called? Is it X-com, X out? Oh, I wonder if XCOM's not on. That would be annoying. Oh, it's not there. Well, how very unusual. How very odd. No, it's not. XCOM is missing. Ah. Oh, UFO. Right. UFO. Here we go. Thank you. UFO anyone known? Yep, that's right. This is another game, funnily enough, that I didn't really discover until much later. I don't remember this back in the Amiga days when I had an Amiga. Uh-oh. Ooh, a little bit slow down there. And there. Okay, UFO enemy unknown. Let's have a look. Yes, please. Oof, beginner. Select a new base. Well, it's got to be the UK. Just about there. No, don't bother. Oh, God. Cancel. I can't remember how to play it. Anyway. Is the one saved? Go on then. Well, there's no point in me playing this because I can't remember how to work it. Anyway, let me quit that because I don't remember how to play it. I suppose the base test is AGA stuff after all. Talking about degeneration, that was an excellent game, as I remember. 1993. I wonder what the difference is from ECS to AGA. A game by Robert Cook. You're supposed to deliver a parcel, are you not? And what happens is you're the courier, right? Yep, sure am. Okay, bye then. Danielson, the ground missions used to slow down when I got my 040 at 40 megahertz when UFO speeded up. Thanks for showing. If I could remember how to play the damn thing, I'd quite happily play it, but I can't remember. Too long ago. Yep, well this is not an AGA game, is it? Even though it says this is released for AGA. It's an ECS game. Key required. But don't knock it for being an ECS game. Oh. Level 2 key, okay. How do I quit this? Right, what was AGA that looked nice? There must have been lots of stuff. Jurassic Park, Golf, Roadkill. Let's have a look at Roadkill. Gloom Deluxe. I hated Gloom Deluxe. But yeah, we'll put Gloom Deluxe on. Start game. Yep, looking good. Still got it. Oh, 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 yep. My driving skills have not failed in the last 30 years. Oof. What is this? Oh, it's the qualifier, isn't it?
Good luck. You'll need it.
3, 2, 1. Now I would imagine that it should be playing a CD audio track now, which obviously it isn't. CD32, yeah, that'll be playing a CD audio track, which it won't do because it hasn't got a CD. Chaos Engine 2. Oh, I don't think I've ever played Chaos Engine 2. But yeah, I mean, the trouble is with AGA, but by the time AGA arrived, the Amiga was already falling behind, and lots of game companies were already moving away from the Amiga. Even though sales were still pretty good, people were still buying A500s and A600s. And then the 1200 came along, and what do you do? Oh, yeah. Exit. The 600 was an absolute disaster. Oh, I don't remember this at all. Who am I? What's that do? What the hell's going on? I didn't like Chaos Engine. Didn't like the first one, and don't like the second one, funnily enough. Anyway, awful. Go away. Transantarctica. Uh, the thing is, there's all kinds of reasons why the Amiga failed. Some of it, a lot of it, is Commodore's fault. Some of it is the rise of the PC. But Commodore's biggest failing was it never invested in the Amiga enough. Oh, why'd you start it? Transantarctica. I think this is an adventure game, isn't it? I'm not sure. Yes, please. It's not a train driving simulator, is it? Oh, hello. Oh my god. Yep, go on then. Go. What the hell? Anyway, let's get rid of this. I don't know how to work it. But yeah, the primary goal of making this image was to get WHD load stuff on there. But of course, if you're emulating it, if you're emulating AGA, there's all kinds of other stuff you can do. For example, you can run this. Oh, having said that, why won't that start? All that. Let's reboot. It's got the ump on for some reason. Yeah, Click Boom. Click Boom games were basically ported PC games, weren't they? Come on, PC, what are you doing? See, if I reboot this now, it's going to kick me out of the stream, unfortunately. So it might bugger up the stream altogether. So you have my apologies if it does.